I felt for you. Oh, I regret for losing the one who loved me, for who I can't go back to. Walking through all the dust, memories and frame, a past we simply let fade. Oh, but I don't close the door, waiting a chance for when we'll be back again. You make me feel so crazy, still in love with you.
Okay, Okay, hello and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. Forgot what I was going to say. Today I'm here with another sit down video and I'm kind of bringing out a series. If you don't remember, a few weeks back I did a video called Girl Chat and I spoke about relationships and stuff. Kind of that, but instead of calling it Girl Chat, I've now called it Amelia Talks because I thought it would be really cool to have my name in it. Kind of got the idea from my friend and someone else who's a YouTuber who I'm subscribed to. Her name is Tamsin. I will try and remember to leave the link in the description to do like a series about just chatting to you guys, because I like to chat, if you didn't know or couldn't tell from my other videos that tend to be long because I just ramble on. This is going to be one of them, and I have a cup of tea here in my mug. This is new. It says enjoy the little things, which I think is really cute and I love. Also, I've got a new setup kind of. I kind of just decided to not sit on my bed and film. So I'm sitting on my chair so you can see a little bit of my desk, because again, like if you saw my study with me on Thursday when I was filming that, my tripod broke and I had to use, so now I'm having to use my laptop to hold my phone up, so it's great fun. But today I'm here with a video for this Amelia Talk series. This one is 23 things I've learnt by 23. I have written down, hello, some weird noises come from my house. I've written down a list of 23 things I have learnt by 23 in my trusty Harry Potter book, and I'm just going to get on with it. But before I do, I would love if you subscribe to the channel. Let's make this family up. I wanted to get to 200 subscribers by end of February, but I don't know if that's going to happen, but I would love to get to 200 subscribers by April. I think it's a bit more realistic. I would love it if you liked this video and commented down below. But without further ado, let's just get on with the video. Damn, don't know why I did that. So I wrote on my old blog, which you can no longer see because for some reason I can't get it back to work. I don't really know. I wrote a list of 21 things I learnt by 21. I don't know if any of these lists, everything I've got on this list is actually on that list, 21 I learnt by 21 list, but it doesn't matter now because I'm 23 and things have changed and I've become a lot more of a mature person, I think, and a bit more confident, and things have changed. So thought I might just film a video on it instead of writing a blog post. I might actually put it on my blog as well, as I mentioned before. I'm trying to bring up a blog. But anyway, let's just get on with it. So my number one is, this is this is probably nothing to do with what you guys want to hear, but how to cook a curry. Before now, I would not be able to cook you a curry. We couldn't even cook, so I probably should just put how to cook. At home when I was younger, I never learnt to cook because I never had to. My dad would always cook dinner. My dad would. My mum occasionally does. My dad always does. So at home I don't have to, but obviously now that I don't live at home, I'm the one who has to cook myself something to eat when I starve. So I have learned how to make a good spag bowl, that's one thing, good stir fry, and now a good curry. So I'm very happy with myself. I've learned how to make curry, stir fry, and spag bowl. And I know that's not everything you can cook, and you probably can cook some mean old dish that's better than that, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm still pretty proud of myself. Number 2 is how to control how much I drink on a night out. I am a person who, when I go to the pub or I go out, I do like to get a little bit drunk. I don't like to. I'll say if I go to the pub with friends, I can do just drinking and not getting drunk or not getting tipsy, but it always ends up leading to that. We plan to have one or two drinks and we end up all stumbling out the pub, but I know how to control enough before I'm too drunk where I don't know what's going on, I can't control myself, and or I'm going to throw up. I know how to control myself that much, that won't happen. And I also know not to compete against people with alcohol when it comes to competition, because there's no point, because I'm going to lose. I'm not saying I'm a lightweight, but most people who try to compete against me are not lightweights. They can drink so much and still not be drunk, so it's probably not a good idea for me to compete against them, and I know not to, so I think that's a really good thing to have learned by 23, because if you told me a year ago, I probably would have done it. So number 3, having different playlists for songs can actually help your mood. So if you're trying to study, having an actual playlist set for studying and having songs that help you study on that is perfect, and just putting all your song list on shuffle, just listen to having a set playlist of study songs really helps you get in the mood to study. I don't want to pick my head like that. I'm one of those girls. Okay. Number 4, that you don't need a relationship to be happy. This is something that took me at least 21 years to understand, and definitely up to 22 I was still feeling like, I could really do with a relationship, I want a relationship to be happy. If someone asked me now, do you want a relationship, with that saying, I don't want one nor need one, but if it happens, it happens. Like, I'm not saying I don't ever want to be in a relationship, because of course I would like to. I do want the future of getting married to someone and having kids to do that. You can't just get married to someone. You have to go through the whole relationship phase, which is fair enough, and that's what I do want eventually, but I'm not looking for it. And I don't need it. A relationship isn't everything, and it isn't something you need to be happy. So it is something that if you start thinking you need a man in your life to be happy, honey, there's something wrong, because you don't. You just need yourself, your friends, and coffee or tea. I'm kidding, that's not what you need, but that's what I need. Another thing I've learnt by 23 is how to wear a beige bra under a white top. Do not wear white bra, because you'll still see a white bra through a white top. It's the same with white underwear. If you're wearing white jeans or like white trousers or something like that, do not wear white underwear, because it will be seen. I learnt this actually a while ago. I was doing a show when I was, I think, 15, and the outfit I was given was a complete white outfit. And obviously, hey, this is when you have bright lights and you say, kind of please chill. And they said we have to wear beige underwear. We cannot wear anything. We can't wear like normal underwear. You can't wear black. You can't wear white. If you try to wear white, it'll be see-through. And ever since then, I've lived by that advice, and it is true, because once I tried to wear a white bra under my white top, so my beige bra was dirty and needed washing, and it literally you saw it right through, so I couldn't even wear that white top. Tips for you girls out there who didn't know that. Okay, my tea is now cold. Probably not going to drink that now. Number 6, failure isn't the end of the world. I know for a fact that definitely for me, if I failed something, I was miserable. It isn't the end of the world. Like, in reality, you're going to fail. In order to succeed, you have to go through failure, because if you fail something, you kind of want to push yourself to try and succeed. So it kind of works both ways. If you just not get given, but if you just pass everything, or like not just passing, not just like uni or college, it's like it's life in general. If you just go through things and everything's a success, you kind of don't learn from it. And I think I definitely have learned from failure in the past in anything, whether it comes to uni or to life. You kind of go through failing things in order to learn from that and pick up from it, and get stronger and grow and work harder. I definitely wouldn't be motivated to do better this year at uni if I didn't. I didn't fail last year, otherwise I wouldn't be in second year. But I didn't get I wanted a 2-1 when I left first year, and I ended up with a 2-2. So to get in the grade I didn't want makes me want to work harder to get the grade I do want. So kind of pushes you. Another one, number 8 is not 8, 7. I've lost count. Well, not lost count. I lost where I was. How to live independently. not just saying this as a way of saying moving out from your parents and living on your own, because I could have said that a year ago, but I wouldn't have been independent enough. A year ago, if you ask me, I needed to be around someone to be happy and get on with my life. And don't get me wrong, I do enjoy other people's company, obviously, but within the last year, I was living away from home, being away from my parents, being away from my old friends from home. I've kind of grown a bit more independently in the fact that I can enjoy my own company a lot more. I love spending time with my friends. It's not something I don't, I do. My housemate will always tell you, because I always go to annoy him during the day, so if you were to ask him a question, he'd tell you, she annoys me, like, all the time. Which is true. And to be honest, I do enjoy spending time with him, but I have become more independent in the fact that I don't really mind just sitting in my room on my own for a whole night and not even talk to someone. It's still fine for me. Number 8 is stepping out of your comfort zone. There's always a better thing than staying in. Stepping out of my comfort zone in the last 2 years, like coming to uni was a step out of my comfort zone, considering I was such a person who loved being at home. It was always my thing. But I came to uni, that was a step out of my comfort zone, and it was the best thing I ever did. Joining a show choir has been the best thing I ever did, but a lot of that has been me stepping out of my comfort zone. Because don't get me wrong, going to show choir and just singing is something I love, but obviously I didn't know people there before, and I stuck with 2 people I knew, who I became friends with, and I didn't talk to anyone else part of show choir. And then they stopped going, and I was like, either I stopped going to show choir, or I go and have to make new friends. I started talking to people in show choir, and suddenly made friends, and that was a step out of my comfort zone, because I was a shy person before, and I started just talking to people and making new friends. But then the reason I say I stepped out of my comfort zone, singing solos in front of people was not me, or even auditioning for solos and anything was not me. I had been part of my church choir for 9 years before I quit, and I would never ask to sing in front of people on my own. I hated it. I did an exam as part of church choir, and I hated it because I was singing in front of 2 people for an exam. I didn't like it. So coming here, I've stepped out of my comfort zone, joining the show choir I have, because considering now I'm about to sing a solo in my show choir competition, which is very, very, very nerve-wracking. Number 9. Other people's opinions of you does not matter. It is hard to see past that, because in all honesty, when people make an opinion of you, you go, well, if you think that, I want to change that about myself, which is, I've been like that my whole time. But in all honesty, if you like doing something the way you do, or you like wearing something that other people don't listen to them. Their opinions do not matter. It's the same thing about if you wanted to do YouTube and your friends or parents thought it's wrong, or they just think it's weird or something like that, then it doesn't matter what they think. Their opinion should not override what you think of yourself. If you are happy with yourself the way you are, then just go with it. Don't think about the possibilities of if you stop doing something you liked because other people didn't like it. You will regret it, because in the future you'll be like, well, I missed out on all these opportunities or all these things because I listened to what other people were saying. I did it a lot. Number 10, how overthinking leads to more stress than what you had before you started overthinking. Basically, I say this to the point where as soon as I start overthinking, I can't do anything. I can't focus on my uni work. I can't do anything because I literally sit there on my bed and I will probably try to sleep for 4 hours until whatever I've been overthinking about is resolved. Majority of the time I'm overthinking is either when I have a conversation with my friend that could lead to an argument or does lead to an argument, or when people don't reply to me and they read things and I think, oh no, and I'm thinking, what shouldn't be the fact of that? And the worst thing about when I overthink, instead of me just sitting there and waiting for a response, I start messaging them even more until I get a response. And it's really annoying for them and me because I hate overthinking. And I realise how stressful overthinking actually is, because it's not, for me, it's not just the overthinking part that's stressful, it's the stuff I put off when I'm overthinking, like my uni work. I put off, so then I leave it to the last minute and I'm rushing to get it done. Like, before, when I had a deadline at January, I literally kind of left it to 2 days before because I was overthinking a lot before that. So we love the power of overthinking. Number 11 is don't settle for a guy just because you want to be with someone, or even if you just want to be with them. If they're not if they're not ideal for you in the fact of what you want, then don't settle for them just because it's an idea of being with someone. I was nearly settled for this guy before he ended it with me. But this is the one who I'm best friends with now. If you watch my vlogs, I spoke about it. Best friends with him now, but I would have settled for him, even though he wasn't worth it, because there were certain things he had done to already hurt me before we'd even were close to making it official. So probably wouldn't have worked anyway, but I was going to settle for it because I thought I'll be with someone, I'll be happy, when you wouldn't be because you settled for the sake of it. I think I just rambled on for no reason for that, but oh well. The second one is, what was it? The second one. Sometimes I'm going to understand what I'm doing and then I'll be actually able to do it. Number 12 is know who my real friends are and know who my toxic friends are. I think in the space of 23 years you kind of see who your real friends are, and the ones who stick by you and are the ones who actually are there for you when you're actually in a moment, when you're having a really down moment and you need someone to talk to. They're the ones who are there for you. It could be whether you're upset about a guy or something else, if you're stressed about work or family issues. Like the other week I had a kind of a breakdown because my dad was kind of ill, and I literally just, because I'm not at home, I can't do anything, I'm just stuck here and I have to deal with what's on the phone, and I was so upset, and I literally cried most of the night, and my best friend from uni was there for me, and he was up, so he called me at 1 in the morning when he woke up, just even though I was asleep, but I woke up an hour later and messaged him, and then he called me after that because he was still awake. But he woke up at 1 and he called me just to make sure I was okay, which was something really sweet. And it kind of proves to me who my real friends are, the ones who will be there. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands. The ones who will be there for me if needed. Like, I know who my real friends are, but they're also ones who I can have a laugh with. Ones that will find time for me, I guess. Another one is related, number 13 is related to number 11, is do not ignore the red flags you see of people, because a lot of times when guys or fans give you red flags, you will go, oh, it doesn't matter, I accept that, I will look past it and continue. Sometimes that's okay, depending on if that is not who they are. But it goes to the point that you can't change someone, no matter how much you wish you could, you can't. And they are going to be who they are. And you either accept that, or you don't accept it and you just move on from them. Another thing, number 14 is how wearing rings literally just makes me feel 10 times better, and actually makes me feel like I look better just wearing rings or wearing jewellery. Mainly rings, because that's what I really wear, and sometimes earrings just make a look even better. Like when my hair is a mess, putting earrings on makes me feel a little bit more confident with my hair. Number 15 is your weight doesn't matter. You could be 20 stone or you could be 8 stone. As long as you're happy with your own body, it doesn't matter what weight you are. If you're not happy with your weight, then that's fine, then go change it. Go work out, go eat better food, but don't moan about your weight, because unless you really want to change it. I just generally don't think the weight matters. I genuinely personally don't think weight matters for me. I spent a lot of time when I was younger saying I don't like losing this weight, and I'm just like, I'm sitting there doing nothing about it, so why am I moaning? It doesn't really matter. Like, no one, it's not stopping me from having friends, it's not stopping me from having a life. Like, it's not going to stop me from getting a job tomorrow. The only thing stopping me is me, I guess. Number 16 is how working out can actually help clear your mind. I joined the gym back in January at uni, and, well, the pure gym, but I joined it here, and it really has helped me clear my mind, especially when I start feeling down or my mind just decides, oh yeah, I start overthinking. It literally helps clear my mind. The problem I have right now is I had to cancel my membership because of money, but if we didn't have to think about that, the gym would be something I'd be doing, and it really helps when you're stressed as well. Number 17 is always make time for your friends. Like, no matter how busy you are, try to find time for your friends. Even if it's a couple of hours, even if you just go for a walk, even if you don't have the money, even if you just invite them to yours and just chill and chat for about an hour, that's better than nothing. I really need some water. Oops. And also, always make time for yourself. As a uni student, you spend a lot of time sitting there stressing about how much work you've got to do, and you put all this time in doing work. But then sometimes you forget to give yourself some time just to relax, chill, and actually enjoy yourself. And I think that is something I definitely have learned, that I need to give myself in a day enough time to focus on myself. As for the friends part, it may be at the weekend, but like literally in a day I can give myself at least an hour to myself, and I'll feel a lot more happy and refreshed than just focusing on work constantly all day because it's doing. Number 19 is how drinking water really helps you wake up, not just coffee. Although I still do it, I still drink coffee every single day, and I have it like 3 or 4 cups a day because I'm more addicted to the taste of coffee than I am to the thought of it waking me up, because it doesn't really do much to wake me up. I say this, I've had 3 cups of coffee today, 1 cup of tea, and I'm literally talking like so much. So maybe caffeine does actually help me, and I haven't drunk much water today, so probably another reason. But when I had a blood test the other week, I was drinking a ton of water, no coffee, and I woke up immediately, and it really does help. I knew this a long time ago, but I just didn't really pay attention to what I said to myself. I was going to drink more water, but I'm going to try and drink more water. I really don't know what it says. Oh, number 20, I do know what it says. Don't think you're the only one feeling a certain way, because just because right now it looks to you that you're the only one going through the problem, or you're the only one who's upset, it's never usually the case. More people focus on have got problems going on or feeling that same way, you just don't know them. So don't think it's only you going through that situation. Number 21 is how your friends can feel like family. This is something I can say is I've got quite a few friends that I feel like are not just my friends, they are my family. Especially my friends from home. At least like 2 of them I can call them my sisters. Like one of them I literally know she's basically my sister, and she might as well be my sister. Like if I could adopt a sister right now, I would adopt her as my sister, because no matter what, we argue, we sort things out, and we get on so well. Like we know how to cheer each other up at the same point. We have arguments like sisters do, but we always sort things out because we don't want to argue. We prefer not to argue, it's just what happens. But we've been friends for 10 years now, and I wouldn't imagine my life without her. Again, like some of my friends I've grown up with, I will call them my sisters. They're basically my family, and that's literally it. Like without my friends, I wouldn't be who I am. And just because I've got my parents doesn't mean my friends aren't my family. Number 22. This is something I have learned, but I still let happen. A tidy room can lead to a less stressful life. Yet I seem to not be able to tidy my room all the time, and I leave it a mess. But it does lead to less stress when it is tidy, and I seem to get more stuff done when it's tidy. And finally, last but not least, at 23 minutes, number 23 is be happy for those of your friends who are in relationships and who are happy, even if you're single. Because just because you might want a relationship and that might be what you want, the more you're happy for others, it's just easier and it's so much better, because there's no point of being jealous of it, because it's nothing to be jealous of, because one day that'll be you and you want your friends to be happy for you, and you wouldn't want them to go, I'm really jealous of you being in a relationship. So yeah. Anyway, I know I rambled on for a lot, but I kind of spoke for a minute on each, so let's just say that. Anyway, I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a huge thumbs up. Please comment down below. Please subscribe. And I will see you again on Thursday with another video.